everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the Christmas monthly setup. This is going to be the last monthly setup in this bullet journal, and I will be starting a new journal soon, and I will leave the suspense because I want to get that set up before the end of December. December is going to be a crazy filming month for me, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to do it then, so I will post it sooner rather than later. But into this video, this is probably one of the largest monthly spreads I will do, only because I have a lot of different Christmas spread ideas. So if you are looking for some inspiration, please feel free to check mine out. And also, I do have all of my weekly spreads already pre-drawn, but I will continue to post at the beginning of each week for up until the end of December. We should get started, and I think what I'm going to do is, again, speak at the end about everything that I've drawn and just kind of tell you my ideas behind it. Any inspiration that I was looking on Pinterest or on Instagram, I will leave linked down below or listed down below. And also, as for the pens, I have no idea which pens I'm using. I've got a huge bundle in front of me, and I think as I use them, I'll just list them down below as well if you are interested. So let's get started without further ado, and let's bring on the Christmas vibe with some Christmas tunes.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
So that is it for my monthly December spread. So this also includes the first week of December, and I really wanted to also film at the same time the rest of December spreads just to get it done. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this video, I had to break it down into 3 parts, so I couldn't just sit here and draw for this long. This video is 3.5 hours. So I'm going to fast forward it. This is still going to be a really long video for you guys. I apologize in advance. But I'm really happy with the way the spreads turned out. As you can see, there's some parts I rushed, like the candy cane trim. It's not perfect, but my bullet journals are never perfect. It's my art, and I'm okay with that. So there's some parts I left out, such as these ornaments here. I didn't color everything because I didn't want to overdo it. And basically when I'm done filling out my spreads, it's just going to be crazy and hectic anyway. So I wanted to make it as simple as I could, but just as decorative and Christmassy as I could, because I love Christmas. I love all things Christmas. I think I'm on my 20th Christmas movie right now. So obviously these pages are an introduction to December. I wanted something really simple and cute and elegant, so I did use my Sharpie metallic brush, or not my brush pen, my Sharpie metallic marker to color in the bells, so I think that gives it a really cool effect. And again, I will have all the supplies linked down below. It's obviously, I used a large variety of different markers and pens, so again, I won't talk about it in the video, but I will link them down below for you. So moving on to the next spread, this is of course my December calendar. And again, I won't talk about who I was inspired by and who I kind of looked at similar pictures and just drew it out myself. I'll link all my inspirations down below as well. Most of them were from Pinterest. Some were probably from Instagram but got posted on Pinterest. So all I know is I was looking at Pinterest. So I'll try to leave either the website or the name of the person on as my inspiration. So I really like this spread. It turned out way bigger than I thought it would, and I always like to leave a little bit of room for my to-do list, but I did actually add it to this page, so no worries. I like how it turned out. It kind of looks like a chalkboard feel where I did the little numbers with black backgrounds and then white over top. And part of me feels like this spread's missing something. I feel like I want to do like red and green drop shadows for each of the boxes, but again, I feel like it'll be too much. And I was kind of thinking with something like this, I can color code my bills. And I only put events on the page before, but sometimes like for special appointments, I like to add them in here. So if I had different colors of red and green fine liners, I think that would be a great idea just to color code all of my bills and maybe some like appointment event type things. So overall, I'm really happy with this. And of course, I included my YouTube growth tracker. So these next two spreads, of course, this is my list calendar that I like to keep. So again, mostly events here. So I think what I'm going to do moving forward is appointments will go on this calendar with the bills. And then this one will be for literally events like birthdays and just stuff going on in my daily life. And of course, my YouTube calendar as well. So I like to write down when I post and when I need to edit and just anything to do with YouTube. So this page is a monthly to-do, which I would normally include on the bill calendar, but I figured it's December. This is going to be a crazy, crazy busy month for me, and I'm going to need lots and lots of room. So I also included groceries. Now, I think I told you at the beginning of this video that I'm going to be doing, or I did, and I will be doing for the future weeks of December, all Dutch door spreads. So generally that allows you more room. I wanted to have a lot of decoration area too, and I also want room for Polaroids because in this journal I don't really have any room. Actually, well, I guess I lied. I do have these two spreads at the beginning of my journal for Polaroid memories, which I haven't really like taken any Polaroids. I mean, that's terrible, but generally I like to give myself a goal and put like different months, and then I always try to post at least one Polaroid per month, but I didn't do that here. So I'm hoping to do that for December. I'll take pictures, of course, of like a snowman we might build or a Christmas tree, just stuff like that. So I'm really happy that I have this list, and I'll just kind of, as I need it, I'll write out, highlight them off, write out a new list, and just go like that. So these next two spreads, of course, this one is my weight tracker. I decided to call it a weight log instead of a weight tracker just because it takes up less room, and I didn't add any information because, again, I don't wish to share that. So I usually just put the total days of the month along the bottom and then the weight in pounds on the side. And I like to give myself goals as well, such as drinking more water, not drinking any pop, staying away from sugar, stuff like that. So my video ideas page, I love having a double spread for this, but I find I haven't really been using it as much. I guess December will be busier because there will be a lot of Christmas makeup looks that I'll be doing for date nights and for holiday parties. So this might be a little bit more important. So we'll see how I use it this month. This next page is, of course, my dream log. Enough said. It's just an empty blank page for me to write down my dreams. I've explained this before, that the more you write them down, the more you seem to remember, and I like it, so I'm going to continue doing it. Again, back to my doodle a day. So I apologize for November because I didn't want a whole page of crystals, as I said in my November plan with me. And this month I can get really creative. So I'm really excited to draw a new picture every day. And at the end of December, I will post a picture of my completed work on Instagram. These next spreads, my mood tracker, and of course my habit tracker. So I wanted to do something different. I think last year I did a Christmas tree with ornaments on it, and I just colored in all the ornaments for my mood. But this time I wanted to do Christmas lights because I didn't use Christmas lights to decorate my spreads at all. I kind of really stuck to a candy cane theme, which you would have seen, but I liked having these colors. So really, this is the only spread that I have purple and blue and even yellow, because most of the colors in this like monthly spread are red and green, just to kind of keep it simple. So my habit tracker, I decided to make each little box look kind of like a present, and I kept it simple and fun. Okay, again, I had to have a Christmas countdown, and what better than a Christmas tree? So again, I really did stick to the red and green theme here. And as I go through each day, I didn't actually number the days, and I was going to, but I decided not to at the last minute, and I'll just color in each bulb. And I could also have some fun with this too and use different colors, the same colors as my Christmas lights for my mood tracker, just to make it colorful and pretty. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll start December 1st and just count down until the 25th. And again, I left a blank page for holiday movies, so I'm hoping that this will be enough room for December. Moving along, Christmas bucket list. So things like drinking hot cocoa, just like maybe sledding, just anything to do with winter and Christmas. So I wanted to have it here, and I'll possibly draw it out, or I might just write it or use stickers. It just depends how I'm feeling. And my favorite Christmas carols, I saw this on Pinterest. I never did it last year, and I thought, what a great idea, because I love singing. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the idea of singing Christmas carols and literally going caroling house to house. I don't have anyone to do that with, but I think it would be so much fun. So these are just some ideas of my favorite Christmas carols, which I'll fill out later during December. So, of course, two of the most important spreads when it comes to Christmas, my Christmas wish list, and I just wanted to add a little decoration. I kept it small. I'll think of things as I go. Stocking stuffers, of course. I usually just get stocking stuffers for the people that I'm closest to, not usually like, not acquaintances, but like cousins and stuff. They don't get any stocking stuffers from me. Moving on, again, holiday gift ideas. So this big Christmas present, this will be for like the main people in my life. And then the smaller Christmas presents will be for ideas like for like a cousin kids gift exchange type thing, or the Secret Santa that we do. So that is kind of a good idea, just to break it up and have smaller boxes for people that you don't buy as many gifts for. So these next spreads, this one I did last year, and it's very, very similar. I really like this idea. I think I first saw it on Amanda Rachel Lee's YouTube channel last year or the year before, and I just like the idea. It worked well for me last year. I decided to change it a bit and make the paper look a little ragged, and then also put a banner on the top. And it is coming out of an envelope. Oh, and speaking of envelope, it does need the envelope top, so we're just going to draw that in. Voila. And the next, the holiday gratitude log. So I've kind of played around with kind of a gratitude log in general, but I figured the holidays are such a good time to have one, because you can really write down all of the things you're thankful for. And when you're not feeling your greatest, just remember that there are things to feel good about. So this is probably one of the most important spreads for my planner, and I was kind of thinking of putting this at the beginning of the last week of Christmas, like the last week of December, Christmas week basically, because I thought it would make sense there. But because I'll be doing a lot of shopping and festivities before Christmas, pretty much in the next couple of weeks, it makes sense to include it here. So I just wanted to make it look like there was snow on top, and of course I've got places to shop, festivities, so like going to maybe singing carols, or going to see Christmas lights. Cookies to bake, because I'm a fiend when it comes to cookies. I make probably 5 or 6 different kinds, and ingredients to buy for those said cookies. Holiday bucket list to do, so kind of taking from the holiday bucket list at the beginning. I just want to have something written in stone. And then also to bring for Christmas dinner, because we usually have 3 Christmas dinners between Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So, and of course, the grand finale. So this is the first week of December, and I love this. It took forever. Like, all of these spreads basically took forever, and I think mostly it's because of the coloring component, but I am in love with this spread. Like, I just love it. I love having the Dutch door. It gives extra room. Not only do I have like a little mini weekly to-do list, I have room to write down all of my daily tasks. I have a note section, which I might very well use for next week as well. And then an event section. So in this event section, I have this tiny little box, and I'm going to use that for meals. I think this kind of works out. So at the same time as looking at my events that week, I can also look at what I'm going to be eating for dinner, and I'll just refer to the grocery list that is at the beginning of these spreads right here to purchase my stuff that I need. So that wraps up this video. Again, I apologize for it being so long, but I am totally in the Christmas spirit right now. It actually took me a while to get into it before. I didn't really have the motivation to start this, but I'm so glad that I'm finished. It did take forever, but I'm really happy with it. And I hope that it also gives you guys inspiration if you were following along and you wanted some ideas for your own bullet journal or your planner. And if not, and you just sat back with a coffee or a hot chocolate and just relaxed, that is great too, because that's what I first started when I watched Amanda Rachel Lee. I sat there with a cup of tea and I just enjoyed her spreads. So until the following week, so it will be the second week of December, because I know this will go up a few days early so everyone can have time to prepare for Christmas. I will talk to you guys soon. Merry Christmas. This is an early Merry Christmas, but we'll see you guys soon, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye now.